Backstage, waiting for Nelson to go on stage tonight, 8 o'clock at the Bud Light stage. Had a chance to have Matt over today to the booth. Gunnar, you didn't get a chance to make it today.
I didn't. I was too busy doing important things.
And I was telling Matt that this is one of those that I've been waiting for since I actually broke the single out.
That's right.
For Love and Affection. Then broke the album out. I've been waiting to see you guys since it debuted. You've never made it here to where I can see you. And so this is a fun night for me. You get to see you guys play live. And we're excited to have you here.
Nice.
The fans are excited to have you here. Did you experience much of the fair?
Yeah, a little bit. We had this unbelievable killer sub that was kind of a pork meets beef meets mozzarella. You know, fair food.
The gizmo.
The gizmo. I had a gizmo, which means I'm going to be mountain biking for a month to work it off, but I'm fine with that.
Howie loved it. The guitarist Howie was over there at the booth too today.
Yeah,
he loved it.
Howie is an opportunivore, so pretty much he'll eat anything. Yeah, but it was really excellent. It was good
What
stuff.
can we expect tonight? I'm assuming we're going to hear
Rock and roll,
hits.
baby. No, I just hope that we remember all the words. Well, I'll remember all the words. I'm kind of like a human teleprompter. It's really true. I got spare parts every time I do a Nelson gig with Matt. Yeah, I get lost and I just look over at him and he just picks up where I left off. Yeah, we can kind of look at each other with that. What's the high sign when you're having trouble? That's right. Guys. So,
but I think people, Doug, will appreciate, though, and a lot of people might not know this, that these guys do multiple shows, not just Nelson. They do Ricky Nelson Remembered. Gunnar, you were just telling me how many bands you guys are involved with. You toured scrap metal, so I can understand where that would be a little bit difficult when you're doing that many tours and that much music.
Oh, and then we have a Christmas show too. So we keep adding plugging the Christmas show. We do Ricky Nelson Remembered. We do Nelson.
And we got a guitarist Howie here. And for you KGGO listeners out there, the man behind the camera, who will hopefully be in front of it here in a second, is Chad Taylor. He'll be a new voice on KGGO coming up here in the next week or so. So we'll have him on as well if he gets in front of the camera. Yep. We can still pull Howie in here. You can get in here too.
I got it. Go away, Howie. Go away. All right, here we go. Okay.
We're the new Nelson.
Yeah, so you have to see.
You have the hair, I don't.
Look how glamorous it is backstage. Oh my gosh, I know. Okay. Enough of that. There we go. Okay.
But hey, we were talking today. You'll look at all the hits, we'll get stuff off after the rain, and you did say also that we kind of got a surprise out here. If the wind is right.
If the wind is right, and again, our show will have already played by the time this airs, pretty much, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we are live on Facebook right now.
So here's what happened. Gunnar actually went into our storage locker, and I insisted that he dig through everything and find a 100-pound canvas bag that is filled with the exact Backstage flying banner that we used on the After the Rain tour back in 1990. It still is at least legal with the fireproof certificate on it, which is good. But we actually have rigged it to fly it, and with the Iowa weather, it gets a little bit breezy at night. We don't want it to become a big sail and have a danger issue with the stage. But I'm predicting that about halfway through this show, the glorious Nelson colors are going to start to be flown over Des Moines, Iowa. So I'm very excited about it.
And we can also tell Nelson fans, the fans of After the Rain, they're going to get, you've remastered it. You're re-releasing it on vinyl.
On vinyl. Well, the thing that's cool about it is, I actually have never been thrilled with the mastering. Mastering, for those people that don't know, is the equalization and the volume level of an album. And over 25, 26 years since that album, technology's come a long way. So the best thing that you can do is you use the original masters, which are 2-track analog. It's like a fat piece of tape. Ours went missing.
About that big, right?
Yeah, and ours went missing for 6 years. They couldn't find it. It was in the wrong box over at Capitol Records in their archives. They found it. It was like everything came together at once. They decided to work with another company to reissue an audiophile grade vinyl, which is 180 gram. For Nelson, they consider After the Rain a classic album, and they popped for us remastering. So two things happened at once. Was we have a new product. We have After the Rain coming out, so it's a new old product. Which is going to be great. The other thing too is that we finally, after 26 years, I'm thrilled because I got a chance to sit in there with a mastering engineer and get that album exactly the way I heard it in my head. And I can hear things on that album now I never heard before.
Did you not get a chance to do that originally when you were originally recording it?
We did, but technology was just what it was 26 years ago.
True, yeah.
It's come a long way. I mean, I remember when After the Rain came out, CD was really new. A digital technology was really infant. And
I mean, I had my first CD player and first set of CDs in 1986. So we're talking, 4 years before After the Rain came out. So it was September of 1990, right?
See, our album was the
September
last
1990.
album to actually come out in vinyl back then on Geffen, on our label. So we released on CD, on LP, and on cassette single. You said cassette single.
Or Cassingle. Matt, you coined it. I forgot about that.
But really, CD was it was in its infancy, and it really didn't translate the volume and the equalization and the transients that you can actually get now.
Especially on the bass, on the bottom end on a bass player, and I was missing a lot of that. Even when I heard it on the radio does things with compression and makes things loud and all that kind of stuff, but if it's not there, they can't create it. So what this did actually was go in, and they have equalizers now that they can go in and target tiny little things in there. It's not remixing it, it's actually taking the existing master and pulling everything out of it they possibly can, and that's what we did.
Kind of turning it into an HD version, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, absolutely.
A 4K version for those now that 4K is even taken above Blu-ray now. So it's kind of a 4K version.
Even from a volume level, it went from here to here. Okay, if you don't change anything. From an actual audio space level, it went from this to this. And so it's just a much better sounding, bigger classic.
Plus, it's also it's an honor to actually have that record dug out, re-EQ'd, and put on the thick vinyl, because vinyl's back.
Yeah. Oh, it's back with a vengeance.
Yeah, and when we actually just got that phone call to actually do that, it was really exciting for us, and that's going to be coming out in September.
Mm-hmm. I was just that's my next question was, when can
September
fans expect that?
September 28th.
For fans of your dad, and as Matt and you and I were talking today, that was a little before me. I know some of the songs.
Oh, stop lying, you're old.
I'm not. I'm as old as Howie, the guitarist. We both are celebrating our 30th class reunion this year, but I'm assuming your dad's going to be involved. His music will be involved in tonight's show as well.
Well, just we normally don't with Nelson, but we decided we're in Iowa. I was looking at the crowd. I was noticing we've got fans of all ages.
Has to have garden parties.
Yeah,
Please tell me.
Well, we're doing Hello Mary Lou, Travel Man, and garden party.
Yes.
So Gunnar and I are going to do it, just the two of us.
I just saw their dad. I was telling Matthew I had some free time in Memphis with a radio convention. Went to Graceland, and lo and behold, who was on display? But Ricky Nelson.
And of course, if any Iowans want to make the pilgrimage over to Clear Lake, you can go to see the Surf Ballroom. In the hallway there, they've got a really nice display they did for our whole family, because there's our grandparents' photos with their big band, the Ozzie and Harriet Nelson Orchestra, our dad, and Gunnar and myself. We're the only family of 3 generations that have played in that joint.
And had number ones.
And had number ones.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat, it's neat to be back in Iowa. And Harriet, I think, made the Iowa State Hall of Fame or something for music.
That's
she's
right.
She's from Des Moines.
And funny enough, in Des Moines, her father was actually the chief of detectives here in Des Moines, and had to forcibly be retired and disgraced because he had an affair. And there you go. So yeah,
We're learning everything today.
You got about 30 seconds.
Well, thank you guys.
Oh my gosh,
We're looking forward to a
Backstage.
great
Yeah.
show. I mean, we don't want to make you late. The fans are out there.
Yeah.
A great crowd is waiting for you. So let's not make this another long time again. Let's get you guys back here again. You're welcome back here whenever you want to.
I heard 40th anniversary.
How about 40th anniversary scrap metal?
40th anniversary for KGGO listeners. It is 40 years next year. So let these guys know on our Facebook page and theirs, you want them here for the 40th anniversary next year. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the stage.